Hello, hello, it's me. Sorry guys for whatever all these images are from TikTok. And today I just wanted to say there's no PNG tuber. I'm tired of him. Here's the 3 prototype version of my BNG tuber. What the fuck is a BNG tuber? Okay. Okay, serious business right now. So I just a couple of hours I posted. I don't know when this video is gonna come out. But a couple of hours I posted a community post that I made a comic and cancelled it. And someone, a friend of mine on TikTok, we just followed each other a couple of hours ago. Saw the video and was sad because I cancelled the comic. So I told him I'm gonna remake the comic. I'm gonna actually do it, but I'm gonna start making it after I finish this video. So let's continue. Start the video. Reviewing Sonic 35 Anniversary Comic. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be using Google Translate to read because I can't read because I'm dyslexic. Shout out to all these amazing people. So the comic starts off at Angel Island. Knuckles and the friends are Sonic's to him. So now we're friends. Knuckles tells him, no we're not. Amy says, look guys, look! And a big meteor comes out of nowhere, crashes. Sonic says, hey, he said most rocks sound most meteors, I don't know. Then a big explosion. Then everyone looks to Sonic and Sonic says, oh man, a new adventure. Okay, next page, Sonic and the friends go to the Planet Egg, whatever it's called. The meteor / Planet Egg / I don't know. Tails says, it's not harmful. Then he fixes it, says, it's a meteor. Wow, bro. Then Knuckles says, but it's growing roots. Sonic says, I forgot what Sonic said. Tails said, yeah, it's a meteor, its power can grow the plants and stuff. And Amy said, wah! Third page. Sonic and Amy are saying, wow, it's amazing. Then he get ambushed by Dr. Rival Pingus. And says, I'll be taking this. Thank you very much. Then he's gonna, says, it's gonna be a perfect scene for my master plan. Eggman, do the master plan. Tails or Sonic says, dude, wait, it's not still unstable, whatever it's called. Eggman says, I don't give a shit. Then he runs off. Then our heroes follow after him. Okay, Sonic says, Knuckles, are you sure you're gonna come with us? So Knuckles says, yeah, I hid the master in a pretty great place. And Amy says, I doubt that. I agree with Amy. يا غبي يا ابن الغباية يا نحن نتسرق هتتشلح بالكولوت يابا وميتال سونيك هيقلبك بالكولوت يا خربولي في حياتي وكده. Sonic says, another one of Eggman's bases. And I remember this. Damn, how many whatever it's called. Damn, how many military factors does a guy need? If you want so, I don't know, would stop destroying them.
Whoa, overcompensate much? Man, how many military factories does a guy need?
If you weren't always destroying them, I wouldn't need so many.
So next panel, Sonic says, where are the trees? Knuckles says, Eggman must have cut them down to put on generators. Amy says, but what happened to the animals? Then the plane starts getting crazy. Tails says that the generator electrical interference into the plane. Sonic says, what does that mean to us? Okay, Tails says, we have to do an emergency landing. Then everyone jumps from the plane and Knuckles says, hey, that was not an emergency landing, that was a crash. Tails says, look, I tried my best. Then the thing in Tails' hand gets blasted off. Then they get ambushed by the big bugs, lamps, whatever they called. Sonic says, look, we don't have time, we gotta run! Then they run into the base. Okay, they're climbing. Tails says, hey look, the logo up there must be an entrance. And Eggman is going there. So Sonic says, let's go. Amy thanks to Tails, thank you. Sonic says to Knuckles, hey look, you're gonna be stuck with your best friend for a while. Knuckles says, you know me. They go enter the base from Eggman's mouth. Amy says, but what is this place? Hey, Knuckles says, there he goes. Sonic says, wait a minute, Knuckles! they found Metal Sonic. Sonic says, Metal. Tails says, what is this? Eggman says, oh, so you came out, caught up to me. But it won't do you anything. Now I have Metal Sonic and the Meteor. I will finally rule. Due to circumstances, I'm foiling my plans. And Amy says, you mean us? Yes, you baby bitches. You foiled my plans, and this time I will get rid of you once and for all. Eggman says, I finally ran some simulations and code and data. But this time, I wondered if I could combine it with Metal Sonic, so I combined all of the data with Metal Sonic, and I will finally roll over and make Eggman Land and make run the Eggman Empire. Tails says, but how does the meteor fit into your plan? Eggman says, well, after Metal Sonic wakes up and install generators عشان أنا كنت فلاح ما حدش يقول لي مش عارف ايه generators, but we're struggling to as well track them all 7 chaos emeralds, but I could only locate one, so I could easily. But I found more power with this rock slash whatever it is this, so I'm gonna put it in Metal Sonic. واشغل عقباوي. Sonic says, don't! And it absorbs Metal Sonic. Eggman says, what the heck? Metal Sonic was waking up and charging. Tails says, wait! Could this be this meteor that fell from space? Could be sentient? I forgot what Amy said, but Eggman says, oh, this will finally feed me with great power. Ooh, looks that Metal Sonic is always charging up and waking up as well. My finally master plan is coming to a well, it's gonna be a reference to Cosmo or something. It's from space, a plant from space. Of course, it's gonna be a reference to Cosmo or something. So Eggman says this plant shares the same thought with him. They're gonna do the same thing, destroy the whole world together. And he's gonna feed it to Metal Sonic so it can grow power. And when he gets the Chaos Emeralds, he's gonna, I don't know, feed it more power. And it will take over the world. And Eggman will finally be the ruler. It's gonna as well kick Eggman's ass in somewhere in the future. I don't know. Or I'm talking like a robot. I don't know. Before I continue, this one image reminds me of that one Undertale fan comic where Sans and Flowey fuse. I don't remember the name of the comic or the creator, but I remember that's it. The Sans and Flowey fusion. Maybe I'm gonna find it. Let's continue! So elsewhere, we stumble as Mighty and Ray. Ray says, I have a strange feeling. Mighty says, what do you mean, man? And Ray says, nothing. And Mighty says to him, yeah, I know something. Each time you stumble across an emerald, we get to do an adventure. You're lucky, bro. You're a lucky charm. Ray says to him, thank you. They get ambushed and they get stolen by the Chaos Emeralds. Ray says to him, let's go, Mighty. Let's get our Chaos Emeralds back. After that, we stumble upon Thang and his gang of rogues, and they get ambushed as well. Looks like this creature looking for the Chaos Emeralds. And elsewhere, Trip, I think her name, Trip, gets taken as well with their emeralds. Okay, so after that, Eggman is cheating, and Amy tells him, all eradicate life, including you. Eggman says, I suppose that. But Tails says, plants and machines can exist together. Eggman says to him, I don't need your answers, fox boy. After that, Sonic says, dude, you always use machines for your own selfish needs, you fat ass. Okay, so they get the beat out of shit out of them. Tails, whatever says, forgot who says, Tails says to Eggman, how do we stop this? Eggman is blubbering like a monkey. Then Tails says, forget you. So he said, there's 3 generators powering up the dome / Metal Sonic. So they're gonna split up to destroy them. Okay, Tails says, we have to split, you all 3 split up. Sonic takes source 1, Amy takes source 2, Knuckles takes source 3, and I will stay here guiding you and make sure that Dr. Pingas does not mean to do any funny business. Sonic says, you did all that? You have the biggest brain, bruh. Knuckles says, You motherfuckers hit your ass now. We gotta go before our planet gets destroyed. Okay, Tails leads Sonic to a dead end. Sonic says, where's the generator? Tails says to him, it gotta be under you. Then Sonic gets ambushed, but Mighty and Ray save him. Then they jump, destroy the Botniks. Sonic falls in the crumple. Ray says, hiya, Sonic. Sonic says, hiya, Ray. Okay, Mighty helps Sonic get up. Sonic says, you know how to make an entrance. Then Tails says, Sonic destroyed the generator. The guy says, what? So Sonic says, it's a long story, but we have to go save the planet. Then Mighty over there guy says, let's go, lead the way. Tails says to Amy, your generator's coming up. Amy says, found it. Is my hammer gonna break it? Then she's going to break it. Then Fang and the gang says, the green guy says, I'm gonna bomb it. Fang says, you have one brain. You have one single brain. Okay, Amy says, Bark, what are you doing here? Then Fang says, hey, that thing got my treasure. Then after that, Amy says, hey, what are you doing? Wait a sec. Okay, Tails says to Knuckles, I don't know Knuckles, but there's 6 Chaos Emeralds coming here. Then something crashes into the generator. Then Knuckles says, trip, drip. She says, hi, Mr. Knuckles. Okay, bye, Mr. Knuckles. Hey, get back here. There's 16% in the generators. No. Tails says, what happened? Then all the characters say, these vines, the Chaos Emeralds were, and we had to blow them up. So Tails said, probably Metal Sonic had to use the vines for the meteor to get the Chaos Emeralds, and all that's left was to deactivate Metal Sonic to get the meteor out of him. Knuckles says to Sonic, take the Chaos Emeralds and go fight Metal Sonic. Everyone says, alright, you go, we're gonna have to take them. Sonic says, alright everyone. Sonic confronts Metal Sonic saying, are you still in there? And Sonic says, maybe with that meteor, you can learn some new life and spend that was us, instead of that loser Eggman. What do you say? Then Metal Sonic looks at him, then Sonic says, I guess it's no. Then Sonic fires up. Sonic turns into Super Sonic, then him and then Plant Metal Sonic, whatever it's called, have a big fight showdown. After that, Sonic blocks Metal Sonic's attacks, and there's 91 minutes left until the end of the world. Hurry up, Sonic. It seems all of the Batniks are running to kick Sonic's ass. Ray says that's not fair, then Mighty tells Ray and Amy to destroy them, then all cheers Sonic. Go Sonic, beat his ass up. Okay, the Bean Man says, whoa, why is there sound in the ground? Then the Tails says, oh no, the place is gonna be falling apart, we have to get out of here. Then Fang says, grab the vines and we get up. Knuckles says, oh, come on Sonic, I know you can do it. Sonic and Metal Sonic are still fighting. The crystal and Metal Sonic starting cracking. Suddenly, the crystal shatters, the meteor shatters, Sonic and Metal Sonic are falling. Metal Sonic got on the, whatever it's called, the wall. Sonic grabs Metal's hand. The Metal Sonic betrays him and makes him fall. Tails says to Sonic, Sonic, you're alright. Come on, let's fix up the tornado and go home. But the meteor, it's falling like rain. Or whatever it is. Eggman finds Metal Sonic. Then come here, and Eggman is his brother. Now what should I supposed to do? Metal Sonic finds the part of the meteor in him. Then he froze it. And so, I didn't notice everyone was still on Angel Island. What the freak? Ray says, look, it's shooting stars. Make a wish, everyone. Mighty says they're not shooting stars. Then, I don't know, Ray says, come on, make a wish. Okay, fine. Then Ray says, come on everyone, make a wish. Fang says, no, I'm not making a wish. Then the Bing guy says, come on Cranky, the Fanger. Without these guys, we wouldn't have survived. Then Fang says, fine, and everyone leaves, whatever it's called. Everyone looks at the sky. Then Trip says, what did you wish for, Sonic? Then Sonic says, it's a secret. Amy says, you're no fun. Hey, my wish probably were better than Knuckles' wish could be born. Knuckles says, hey, my didn't wish. Knuckles says, come on, you're supposed to share with your friends. Knuckles said, how many times I told you, we're not friends. Then Knuckles transforms into a monkey, whatever it is, and Sonic gets destroyed. And so yeah, that was the Sonic 30th 35th anniversary cover comic. It was amazing. This comic was the best comic I ever saw. And yeah, this is the end. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna cover next time Sonic X Godzilla when it comes out. Hello Kitty! See ya! I'm Tails Extra 2009X. See ya! Subscribe, like, follow, bye! Lupas, bye! See ya, Lupas!